Have you ever wondered why millions of Japanese people can move through busy cities every morning without total chaos? Tokyo alone has more than 14 million residents, yet trains run like clockwork, stations stay organized, and people don't look as stressed as you'd expect. In many countries, commuting means traffic jams, honking horns, pushing, and frustration. But in Japan, there's a different story. The Japanese have turned commuting into an art form, a routine that is calm, efficient, and surprisingly stress-free. So today, let's uncover 10 Japanese hacks that make morning commutes easier, smoother, and even healthier. If you've ever been stuck in traffic wishing for a better way, you'll want to hear this. Hack 1. The early bird advantage. One of the most powerful secrets behind Japan's smooth commuting culture is the early bird habit. In Japan, rushing is seen not only as stressful but also as unnecessary. Many commuters make a conscious choice to leave their homes earlier than needed, sometimes by 20 or even 30 minutes. Why does this matter? Because the busiest trains in Tokyo, Osaka, and other big cities can feel like oceans of people during peak rush hour. By adjusting their schedules slightly, early commuters escape the worst of the crowd. Instead of being squeezed into carriages like sardines, they find themselves in a more manageable flow. This means less pushing, less waiting, and far less mental strain before the day has even started. But there's a deeper cultural layer too. In Japan, punctuality is a form of respect. Arriving early shows consideration for your coworkers, your boss, and even for strangers. It signals that you value their time as much as your own. This mindset creates a calmer, more disciplined commuting environment for everyone. On a personal level, leaving early transforms mornings. Instead of rushing, sweating, or worrying about being late, Japanese commuters arrive calm, collected, and prepared. They might even have time to grab a light breakfast or enjoy a quiet coffee before work begins. For the rest of us, the lesson is simple but powerful. Shift your schedule just a little. Even 15 minutes earlier can mean less traffic, less crowding, and a smoother start to your day. Sometimes, peace of mind is simply a matter of leaving home before the chaos begins. Hack 2. Train timetables that never fail. If there's one thing that makes Japanese commuting world famous, it's the incredible reliability of their trains. In Japan, timetables are not just suggestions, they're promises. Trains are expected to arrive and depart down to the second. This precision isn't just about technology, it's about culture. Rail companies in Japan see punctuality as part of their duty to society. A delay of even 1 minute is considered unusual, and if a train is 5 minutes late, staff will often distribute official apology slips. Workers can actually show these slips to their employers as proof that the delay wasn't their fault. Imagine how much peace of mind that brings compared to the uncertainty in many other countries. The impact on commuters is huge. People can plan their mornings with complete confidence. They know exactly when the train will arrive, how long the ride will take, and when they'll step into their workplace. There's no stress of, will I make it on time? That reliability turns commuting into something predictable and calm, rather than chaotic. Even when unexpected problems arise, like bad weather or a technical issue, communication is crystal clear. Staff make timely announcements, guide passengers with respect, and do everything possible to minimize disruption. This level of organization builds trust in the system. For us, the takeaway is simple. Reliability reduces stress. Whether it's a train, a bus, or even your own morning routine, building consistency into your schedule gives you peace of mind. When you know what to expect, your day begins with calm instead of chaos. Hack 3. Prepaid cards for speed and ease. Another secret behind Japan's stress-free commuting is the use of prepaid travel cards like Suica, Pasmo, Icoca, and others. Instead of lining up at ticket machines every morning or digging through wallets for coins, commuters simply tap and go. These cards are rechargeable and can be used not just for trains and buses, but also for vending machines, convenience stores, and even some restaurants. That means one small card covers multiple parts of daily life. For millions of commuters, this simple system removes one of the biggest sources of travel stress: wasted time. Think about it. During rush hour, even a 30-second delay at a ticket machine can cause a ripple effect. Multiply that by hundreds of people, and suddenly you have long lines and frustration. Prepaid cards eliminate that bottleneck completely. Stations stay smooth, lines move quickly, and everyone benefits. There's also a psychological benefit. When you know your travel is already taken care of, you feel lighter and more at ease. You're not worrying about exact fares or scrambling for change. You just move confidently through the station, blending in with the calm rhythm of Japanese commuting culture. The lesson for us is clear. Prepare in advance. Whether it's setting up a Metro card, downloading a digital wallet app, or keeping parking passes topped up, handling these small details before the rush makes mornings calmer. It's not just about saving a few seconds. It's about starting your day without unnecessary stress. Sometimes, peace of mind really is just one tap away. Hack 4. Quiet commuting culture. Step onto a Japanese train during rush hour, and you'll notice something surprising: the silence. Even with hundreds of people packed into the same carriage, the atmosphere is calm. You don't hear people shouting across the aisle, blasting music, or chatting loudly on phones. Instead, most commuters quietly read books, scroll through their phones, listen to music with headphones, or even close their eyes for a short rest. This quiet isn't just about personal preference, it's part of Japan's culture of respect. In crowded spaces, noise can easily become overwhelming. By keeping voices low and avoiding disruptive behavior, commuters make the journey easier for everyone. Even small courtesies like setting phones to manner mode, vibration, or silent help create an environment that feels peaceful instead of chaotic. For foreigners, this can feel unusual. In many countries, trains and buses are full of conversations, music, and noise, which can raise stress levels. In Japan, the silence has the opposite effect. It allows people to arrive at work or home with a calmer state of mind. The real lesson here is that commuting isn't only about how fast or efficient the system is. It's also about the environment. A quiet, respectful atmosphere turns even a crowded train into a manageable and less stressful experience. For your own commute, try adopting this mindset. Use headphones, lower your voice, or take the time to enjoy a quiet moment instead of adding to the noise. You'll not only reduce your own stress, but also contribute to a calmer journey for those around you. Sometimes, peace isn't about where you are, it's about how people choose to behave together. Hack 5. Escalator etiquette. In Japan, order and respect show up in the smallest details, even in how people use escalators. If you've ever visited a busy Japanese station, you'll notice a clear rule. People stand neatly on one side, leaving the other side open for those who are in a hurry. This simple habit prevents pushing, shoving, or frustration. No one blocks the way and no one needs to fight for space. The flow remains smooth, even during the busiest rush hours. The beauty of this system is that everyone knows the rule, and almost everyone follows it without needing reminders or signs. It's a perfect example of how shared understanding can make life easier for millions of people. Interestingly, the standing side can differ depending on the region. In Tokyo and Eastern Japan, people stand on the left, while in Osaka and Western Japan, people stand on the right. This small regional difference is widely respected, showing how deeply this etiquette is embedded in local culture. Visitors quickly notice and adjust, blending into the rhythm of the crowd. For commuters, this system reduces stress in ways you might not even think about. When everyone cooperates, there are fewer delays, fewer conflicts, and less tension in crowded spaces. It's a silent agreement that says, "I respect your time and space, and you respect mine." The lesson here is universal. Even in our own cities, practicing like moving aside, keeping tide, keeping pathways clear, or simply being mindful of others can make public spaces calmer and friendlier. Sometimes it's not the big systems, but the tiny habits of respect that keep daily life running smoothly. Hack 6. Comfortable shoes and smart clothing. In Japan, commuting often involves more walking than you might expect. People walk from their homes to the station, then from the station to the office, sometimes covering several kilometers in a single day. Add in climbing stairs, navigating large train hubs, and standing during the ride, and you can see why comfortable clothing is a quiet but powerful commuting hack. Many commuters, especially women, wear sneakers or flat shoes for the journey, carrying their formal work shoes in a small bag. Once they arrive at the office, they simply switch. This keeps their commute pain-free and prevents sore feet. Men, too, adapt by choosing lightweight, breathable suits designed for Japan's humid summers and chilly winters. Some even wear moisture-wicking undershirts to stay fresh during crowded train rides. This isn't about fashion shortcuts, it's about practical wisdom. A comfortable body makes the mental side of commuting much easier. Instead of focusing on aching feet, sticky fabrics, or the discomfort of standing in a crowd, Japanese commuters preserve their energy and arrive ready for the day ahead. Convenience stores and shoe brands in Japan even sell commuter-friendly options, like foldable ballet flats or business shoes with cushioned soles. These small innovations reflect a culture that values efficiency and well-being in everyday routines. The takeaway is simple: dress smart for the journey, not just the destination. Whether it's sneakers for your walk, layered clothing for changing weather, or lightweight fabrics for long days, comfort during your commute directly impacts your stress levels. After all, when your body feels at ease, your mind stays calmer too. Hack 7. Bento-style breakfasts on the go. In Japan, mornings are often busy, but that doesn't mean skipping breakfast. Instead, many commuters choose simple, portable meals that keep them energized without slowing them down. This could be a rice ball wrapped in seaweed, a boiled egg, or a neatly packed sandwich from home. Others stop by the nearest convenience store known as konbini, where shelves are filled with affordable, ready-to-eat breakfast options. This habit reflects a broader truth in Japanese culture. Preparation is everything. Rather than rushing out the door on an empty stomach, commuters take a few minutes to fuel up. A small, balanced meal prevents mid-morning energy crashes and makes the commute less draining. With something light in their system, people arrive at work more focused and ready to start the day. Japanese breakfasts also tend to be healthier than typical fast options elsewhere. Onigiri, rice balls, provide slow-releasing energy, while boiled eggs and yogurt add protein. Even the convenience store sandwiches are often smaller and lighter than their Western counterparts, designed for quick but effective nourishment. There's also a cultural touch here: the bento mindset. A bento is a meal that's simple, portioned, and balanced. Even if it's just a snack grabbed on the way, the idea is to eat in moderation and keep the body fueled without heaviness. The lesson here is practical. Don't underestimate the power of a light breakfast. You don't need a full meal, but carrying a small snack or grabbing something healthy on the go can transform your morning. It's another way the Japanese turn routine into preparation, proving that small habits add up to a calmer, more productive commute. Hack 8. Station staff and safety support. In Japan, the secret to smooth commuting isn't just technology, it's also the people behind the system. Station staff, known as ekiin, play a vital role in keeping millions of passengers moving safely and efficiently every single day. During rush hour, you'll see them guiding crowds with hand signals, making clear announcements, and standing by the platforms to ensure trains depart on time. In some of the busiest stations, they even help gently guide passengers into crowded carriages, a task that sounds chaotic but is handled with surprising politeness and precision. Far from being aggressive, these staff members are trained to prioritize safety, efficiency, and respect. Their presence does more than manage logistics, it creates peace of mind. Commuters know that if something goes wrong, there's always someone ready to step in. Whether it's helping a lost traveler, assisting someone who drops a belonging on the tracks, or responding quickly to emergencies. Japan also invests in constant staff training. Workers practice evacuation drills, learn customer service etiquette, and are trained to deal with everything from weather disruptions to medical issues. This level of preparation builds trust between the system and its users. Instead of chaos and frustration, there's a sense of order and reliability. For the rest of us, the lesson is simple: a supportive system makes daily life easier. When you feel guided, informed, and cared for, stress naturally goes down. Whether it's a workplace, a public service, or even a family routine, having people or structures in place to support you turns stressful moments into manageable ones. In Japan's stations, commuters don't feel alone. And that sense of support makes all the difference. Hack 9. Mindful activities during the commute. For many people around the world, commuting feels like lost time, hours spent in traffic or on crowded buses with nothing to show for it. But in Japan, commuters flip this idea on its head. Instead of treating the journey as a burden, they see it as an opportunity for quiet, mindful activities. On trains across Tokyo, Osaka, and other cities, you'll notice passengers deeply absorbed in books, e-readers, or newspapers. Others use the time to study for exams, review work documents, or practice a new language on their phones. Many plug in their headphones and listen to music, audiobooks, or podcasts that help them learn or relax. And then there are those who simply close their eyes for a short nap, recharging before the day begins. This culture of mindfulness transforms commuting into something valuable. Instead of starting the day frustrated by delays or noise, people arrive at their destinations feeling either mentally enriched or physically refreshed. Even a 20-minute train ride can become a chance to reset, reflect, or learn. Technology supports this habit too. Japan's trains are quiet and reliable, creating the perfect environment for focus. With fewer interruptions and less noise, it's easier to treat the journey as personal time rather than wasted time. The lesson for all of us is powerful. Commuting doesn't have to drain you. With the right mindset, it can become a daily window for self-care, productivity, or rest. Whether you choose to read, learn, or simply breathe and relax, you'll arrive at your destination calmer and more prepared. When you stop seeing commuting as a gap in your day and start treating it as your time, everything changes. Hack 10. A culture of respect and cooperation. At the heart of Japan's stress-free commuting is something deeper than trains, timetables, or technology. It's culture. The Japanese commuting experience works so smoothly because people share an unspoken agreement. Respect others, and the whole system benefits. In crowded stations, commuters line up neatly, waiting their turn to board. No pushing, no cutting in line, no frantic rush to squeeze through doors. On the trains, people instinctively move aside to let others get off first. Those standing avoid blocking the doorways, creating space for smoother flow. Even during the most intense rush hours, when carriages are packed, shoving and shouting are rare. Instead, there's a quiet cooperation. Everyone understands that patience makes the journey easier for all. This cultural respect goes beyond rules. It's built into daily life, where consideration for others is seen as a virtue. By carrying this mindset into public transport, Japanese commuters turn what could be chaos into calm efficiency. The collective effort ensures that even the busiest cities in the world keep moving without constant conflict. For the rest of us, the lesson is clear. Technology can help, but it's human behavior that truly shapes the commuting experience. If more societies embrace this level of cooperation, respecting lines, keeping noise down, and being mindful of shared space, commuting worldwide would be less stressful and far more pleasant. In the end, the Japanese commuting system isn't just a triumph of trains and schedules, it's a triumph of people choosing respect over disorder. That's the real hack, and it's one worth adopting everywhere. Conclusion: the calm within the crowd. So what's the real secret behind Japan's stress-free commutes? It's not just about fast trains or advanced technology, it's about the mindset. The Japanese approach their daily journeys with preparation, respect, mindfulness, and smart habits. Think about it. From the quiet of the trains to the orderliness of escalators, from leaving home a little earlier to carrying prepaid cards, every small action works together. On their own, these may seem like tiny details, but together they create something powerful, a culture of calm, even in the middle of one of the busiest commuting systems in the world. And here's the best part. These lessons aren't limited to Japan. Anyone, anywhere, can apply them. Whether it's preparing your travel in advance, being respectful of shared spaces, or simply turning commuting time into a moment for reading, listening, or resting, these habits can transform your day. Commuting doesn't have to mean stress. With the right habits, it can become a pocket of calm, a reset button before work or home. Did these Japanese commuting hacks inspire you? If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories of culture, history, and smart living from around the world. Together, let's learn from the best and make our own lives calmer, smarter, and happier.